The record I'm talking about is Dead or Alive, You Spin Me Round. Now, this came from Dead or Alive's second album, Youthquake, which was released in 1985. And it was released as a single in November 1984 on Epic Records. It did reach #1 in the UK singles chart. But reading about this, it took 17 weeks to get there. It's the 40th anniversary of this record. I'm also going to talk about why this holds a special place with me as Punx Soundcheck as well. Now, there's been numerous remixes for this record. We've heard them all. There's some good ones, some bad ones. We did, my band was called Punx Soundcheck, and in 2003 we did the remix for this. I'm going to talk about that first, and we talk about the 40th anniversary. We did a remix for this, and it was the first time we ever did a remix for a major, so it was on Sony at the time. So you can see why this holds a special kind of place with me. And I just love listening to it. If you've not heard our mix, check it out. It's very, very different than what you'd expect from a Spin Me Round remix, and there's been loads over the years. And now this was announced, so this is the 40th, to celebrate the 40th anniversary. They've released it. Only 1,000 copies of these are around, by the way, so if there's still copies out there, get one, because these are going to become quite rare as well. And you've got the purple and pink. It's got 6 remixes on, kind of spanning the best. When I say the best, ours isn't on here, but the other good ones. You've got the Murder Mix, which is the classic remix of Spin Me Round. You've got the Metro Extended Mix. This is the version that was on our release, the Metro Mix, and obviously the Punx Soundcheck Mix. You've also got the Cleopatra Remix, which I've never heard up until this point. And it was okay. And then you've got the Classic Performance Mix on 2. And then the Marc Almond Mr. Motion Mix, as I said, is one of my favourite mixes. And then you've got the original 7-inch. So it's kind of taken remixes right through the whole 40th anniversary of Spin Me Round. And it's such an iconic record, a lovely piece of vinyl on pink and purple. It's a great little record. And also, I've got to say, one of the questions I always get asked with coloured vinyl, picture disc, what's the sound quality like? This is actually really quite good. I'm quite impressed with this. I played it on my studio system just to test it out, make sure the bass is there, frequencies. Really good pressing. And one thing I like about this, even though these remixes are taken from the 40-year period, there's no difference in the levels of the tracks, because sometimes when you find get like compilations where it's different mixes at different times, the levels are all over the place. It's not consistent, but this is. So if you are thinking about get it and add this to your collection. So if you haven't got this in your collection, you need to add this in. Okay, don't worry about, there's so many mixes out there. I think this is going to be the finale. So get this record. Only 1,000 in production. So that's Dead or Alive, You Spin Me Round Like a Record. Iconic.